I know. It's time to work. It's time to get down. Alright? Don't, I'm so sleepy, though. I'm a sleepy guy. What can I say? I'm just the sleepiest guy. I know. Welcome, everybody. Sorry about last night. I should have probably put the notice that there wasn't going to be a stream up earlier. Or made it more visible. I didn't mean to freak all y'all out. I had to drive someone to the airport at like 7 a.m. And there was no way that I was going to be able to... No way that I was going to be able to stream and be asleep by, what, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock to get up to leave at 7? That was the problem. It's nothing fancier than that. Then I had to drive somebody to the airport. Sharkmouth, Christmas, welcome. Joe LeBlow, TJ Wadsworth, King of Crads, Mochi, Autumn Harvest, Chris Chaos. Welcome, everybody. We're going to see if this works. You know, we got some leftover insects and spiders, and this generally works, but we're going to give this a shot. I tell you what, it fucked up my sleep schedule. Let's go for it. Boom. I love Thanksgiving. Ever talk about how I love Thanksgiving? Scry. No, I'll take this. How is everyone? It's a good question. How are we tonight? Well, I do really like the food, but I also like my family. I know a lot of people don't like their families and have difficulties with family at Thanksgiving, but I don't ever have that. I just enjoy it. I have a good time, generally speaking. But I like the food, you know, food's great. I like my family. Do that. We're gonna go in. Boom. Just turning on a fire and having a couple of ciders is always enjoyable. Mineral area. Yeah, for American Thanksgiving is in like a month. Well, a little bit, about 6 weeks. Aloe Alchemist. Boom. What are we hitting here? Gonna do that. Actually, you know what? We'll do this. We'll do that. We'll do that. Let's see what kind of pump he's got. Take action. And he said no thank you. I did see all the turtle stuff. We'll talk about it. I'm literally writing a video essay about what makes a good Universes Beyond and what doesn't. And we're gonna do a podcast on it as well. Because I have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts on what's going on with Universes Beyond right now. Ops goes first. Yeah, my family is generally culturally homogenous. I don't know how else to say it, so we get along great at Thanksgiving. We might have different interests, but we all pretty much get along good. Yeah, Ninja Turtles, man. You know, it is what it is. I'm not trying to say nothing bad, bro, because again, I have complex thoughts about this. I got complex thoughts about this. Best thing I can say about Ninja Turtles is it could be worse. Could have been fucking Buffy the Vampire Slayer or something truly fucking abysmal. The one that's bothering me the most, and I'm sorry guys, and I love the world, I like Star Trek, but man, Star Trek has no business in fucking magic, dude. I'm sorry. Star Trek ain't got no fucking business in magic. But there's hits and misses all around. I mean, I'm excited. I like ninjas and I like samurais. I think those are fun. But I don't know what we're doing, man. We're all over the place. We're all over the fucking road. That's my biggest problem. That's my biggest problem, is we're just all over the fucking road. At least Buffy has magic. This is true. This is true. I don't technically think does sorcery actually exist in the Ninja Turtles universe? I know mutagenics exists, but does actual wizard sorcery exist in fucking the world of the Ninja Turtles? I don't know. I don't know the deep lore well enough. My instinct wants to say no, that raw sorcery doesn't exist. And if it does, I don't think it obeys any kind of real rules. I don't think it obeys any kind of actual rule. That's my issue, and that's what I'm going to drive home in my essay, is that you need to have not a fantastical world, but a magical world. Otherwise, you're getting some dissonance. Yeah. Well, I think Assassin's Creed, I think Spider-Man, all these other ones, I think they're all problematic, to say the least. Yep. Okay, so there's some supernatural theming, which, you know, is adjacent. I don't think that really lets it off the hook, because the core idea is not spirits. The core tenet is ninjutsu and martial arts. But at least there's a vague mystical aspect. Still, there's no magic system, which bothers me. Part of the reason that I think that Final Fantasy felt good is Final Fantasy, being a video game, built into the mechanics. You are summoning things and casting spells, and I think that it narratively made a lot of sense for people. It just felt right. You're used to casting things and doing spells and such, so you are going to not really have, again, no narrative dissonance of, you know, having these strange creatures or unknown things involved. I think that part of it is just the Surveilled 2. Part of it is just inherent that, hey, this feels normal. You know, this feels like it's a normal thing to be happening. Yeah, and I'm hesitant to. I want to call it more mystical. I want to call it mystical more than I want to call it magical, if that makes any sense. I know that's maybe a distinction without too big of a difference, but to me it is. I think that mystical versus magical is kind of a point that I'm repeatedly driving home. Alright, let's do that. But we'll see. You know, at least it has some combatants in it. Like, people don't ever really even fight each other that much I know occasionally they do, but in Star Trek, like, it's generally tries to be a very peaceful world. They strive for They strive for pacifism for the most part. I don't know. Something about Star Trek just, I don't know. I'll talk about it. Because I do think it can be done right. I'm not a Universes Beyond anti. I'm not like Universes Beyond should never be in the game. It's ruining any. If you like it, you're, you know, I'm not one of these guys. I just think that there's a right way to do it. You know. No, you know, shamanistic magic still has a system. Clerics is still a system of magic. I'm not saying that it's the only way, but it's familiar to most people that magic is an understood part of light. I feel like again, not a fantastical world, but a magical world. I think that just it clicks better within the system. Yeah, we'll get red shirts. That's what we'll get. We'll get red shirts that you sacrifice them and get a bonus. I know we'll get that because it's funny. Well, commander-oriented is another problem that we can talk about at a different date. Commander-oriented is a systemic issue that I think we're going to be having for a long time. I think that's going to be a long-term issue. Hey, what's up, Hillbilly? How you doing? It's a good question, Hillbilly. It's a really good question. Why is there only that many likes? I don't know. It's a really good question. Block that. Block that. Block that. Block that. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, what's up, Abomination? Sorry. You're 100% right. I normally say hello to each individual person. It is true. I normally do greet each person individually. And I didn't do it this time, so it technically is my fault. Sir Abomination, by the way, has a channel member level. Got to put that on there. Anthony Scott, I didn't say hi to him either. Listen, there's 2 chats going on, and I'm playing a game. I do miss stuff sometimes. Slim Pickens, ninja mysticism, don't recall. Yeah, ninjutsu is, you know, mystical technique. But anyways, you know, Jay, I'm excited for TMNT. Not really. I can't say no. I can't say I'm not completely unexcited for it. I do think that there'll probably be some cool cards, but it's hard for me to say. It's hard for me to say, oh, I'm so stoked. I am lukewarm. I have no reaction either way to it. I figured it was probably going to happen one way or the other. So, you know, here we are now. Entertain us, I feel stupid and contagious. Hey, what's up, True Yellow Dart? If Jay doesn't say hi to me, I feel invalidated for the entire day. Good. Good. It's my goal. Load up on guns, bring your friends, and we'll tell the planet that our little group has always been and always will until the end. Hello, 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 how low? With the lights out, it's less dangerous. Carry on now. I do like Super Shredder. Super Shredder is fucking Sephiroth's best buddy. Anytime anything is sacrificed or destroyed, it gets +1/+1. I think with Sephiroth, that's an insane combo. I don't think it has any kind of evasion, or any kind of method to get around certain combos. So we are kind of missing something there. But it is decent. See what we got here. Got him. It has Menace, which is better. Is okay. I guess it's okay that it has Menace. Our little group has always been and always will until the end. Where am I? I'm in the middle of Diamond 3. Hello, hello. Hello, how low? Yeah, as much sacrifice, as many permanences leave the battlefield, you get to pump him. So if you're doing Black Sacrifice or Rakdos Sakdos, you know, vampires, he'll fit in good. Puggy Bear. How you doing, Puggy Bear? Bloomin' onion. Delicious. Boom, boom, bop, bop, boom, bop. Hello, hello. What's all this then? Boom, twitching doll. Yeah, he does work with Exile and Warp. I saw that one when you discard stuff, you have to discard things, and that one looked like it's going to work okay with some of the other crap they have. Do spinner. Cactuar. Cactuar. Swarm Weaver. Okay, we have that. Cactuar. Outclass Trailblazer. Enters for the thingy. Gets that. Teamer Battle Crier. He gains a life. I know what you're doing, Teamer. I know what you're doing, Teamer, and I don't like it. Gonna teamer it up on a Teamer's Day. There's a Teamer Battle Crier. There you go. Outcast Trailblazer. It's a draw card. Esper Origins. Esper Origins Wolverine. Goes to 10. Draws 80 bajillion cards. Another mana. Roman Throne. Ah, so he got his combo off. He got his combo off. Drakenfire. Boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you got it. You have to be able to... I had to get more kill cards to be able to stop this. Unfortunately. You have to be able to get more kill cards to stop this. Yeah. I didn't get another... I was hoping to get another removal. But, yeah, if you don't stop the loop, it really fucks you up. But can't do anything there. Yeah, I really wish we had gotten a full Warhammer set. Age of Sigmar wouldn't be a bad choice, by the way. 22 likes and 40 people. That math don't math, guys. Come on. We can do better than that. Yeah, Age of Sigmar might be a good choice. But alright, doing that. I'd wish we could go back to Warhammer again. That might be fun. There's a lot of just the stuff to pull from in Warhammer. I would enjoy that one. Mara Soul of a Spider. Boom. This is what I needed to beat that last deck, was this fucking thing. I needed this hand to rip everything you put down. Multiversal Passage, let's say green. Enters tapped. I'm going to say discard a card. Verge. Mango. Pop. Oh, of course, MTG. I left it on in the background while I was working. I needed something to view. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Spirit. Spirit Halloween. get rid of you. Into the oblivion for you. Boom. Traveling Chocobo. Choco Boko. Choco Loco. The Boko goes loco in this Choco Moco. Okay, I'm gonna hold steady there. I don't want to kill the traveling Choco just yet. I want to kill his power creature that comes down. If he's got one. We smashed up a lot of his stuff, but we gotta wait for something bigger to hit. Mill 3 cards and return to 10. Graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Okay. Alright, very nice. Okay. Let's do this. Gonna solve that mystery. Surveil 2. Strat bet. We'll do that. Okay. If you use ninja plays with Genova and Adamantoids, you can make a ninja turtle. Yeah, well, in the then the whatchamacallit, we had a Master Splinter and a fake Ninja Turtle. We had in the in Kamigawa set, we had Ninja Turtles. They were Kappas. And they were Kappa. They were Turtle Ninjas. And then we had a Rat Ninja. Also, so they were obviously aping they were imitating the whatchamacallit, the pastiche. Shall we call it a pastiche? They were aping the pastiche of whatever it was. They clearly knew the jokes. They were aware of them. Mill. Okay. Jay, I got a deck you would hate. It's all removal as the Dark Crystal, and you can beat your opponent with their own creatures. Interesting. I don't know if I'd want it to be all removal. I'd like it to do something else besides that, but I'm not averse to the Dark Crystal. I don't like the Skeksis very much. I think they're gross looking, but overall, it's not that bad. What's a Scooby-Doo coming after you? Gonna solve that mystery. You'd buy up Genova right now. Is Genova going up in price? Let's see. Well, it's $5. Well, no, it's not 91 cents. You think it's going to go up that much? You think it's going to go up significantly? My guy? Land creatures. Activated abilities of lands cost 1 less. My turn. Let's see what he wants to do here. Genova's not that expensive. 91 cents. Hell, you can get the premium arts for the borderless for $2. Which is a hell of a thing. Dremora, Soul of a Spider. Next. That's a Scooby-Doo coming after you. Gonna solve that mystery. With all the mutants, yeah. I mean, we knew that was kind of gonna happen, and you know. Well, she makes stuff mutants though, right? Though, if I remember correctly. Oh, whenever a mutant you control dies, yeah. Okay, that's why. Because whenever a mutant you control dies, and so automatically she's gonna give you the cards, the crads. The crads be with you. Mill. Gonna go in. Mill. To blockers. We'll take that out. Let's get the other one out of here. Let's pull the other one from your hand, bub. There we go. I knew we had it. We're going to do this. Add 1 black mana. Boom. Root Spinner. Should we do it? Yeah, let's activate it. Let's do no attacks. It has Chocobo. Do. Mill. Puts that down. Pumps. Let's see how much indestructible he's got. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Actually, you know what? We'll do this. Take you off that. We'll put more on you, though. We'll put a few more on you to block 6, 7, 8. We'll do this. See what happens here. So there is that. Okay, we need to mill. We're going to be able to mill then, or surveil then draw. Surveil first, yeah. Be able to pick what we want here. Hell yeah, I want both of them. Swarm Weaver's awesome. Generate. Boom. There we go. Now we're cooking with portals. Now we are thinking with portals. We'll send you in just to fuck with them, huh? This deck is very resilient, by the way. As you can see, he's been beating on us for 2-3 days, and he can't seem to bust through. Break on through to the other side. You know the day destroys the night. The night divides the day. Try to run, try to hide. Break on through to the other side. Yeah, do 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 do. Do 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 do. Chased our pleasures there. Dug our treasures there. Tried to run, tried to hide. Break on through to the other side, yeah. Return. We're gonna give him a face full of poison here. This deck is poison. Girl, I must warn you. Because I think he's trying to try to pump through. I think we're going to put enough to try to fucking make him play his removal here. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I knew you were going to fucking try to pump through. I knew you were going to try to pump through, man. Yeah, that ain't going to work. Ain't going to go down like that, homie. Add 1 black mana. My turn. I'm going to do this to you. Humiliation. Resilience, bro. Resilience. You ever step on a fucking spider and it just keeps getting up like fucking Rocky? He keeps looking at you with 4 black eyes going, I ain't hear no bell. 3 broken arms, 4 black eyes. Busted thorax. I hear no bell. Better get it out of the newspaper. I could do this all day. Very, very resilient deck. Especially when you get to try to what's that shit called? Death touching everything that comes in. When you just have a swarm of death touch creatures, it's very, very tricky for them to attack you. What's up, Sharkmouth? Let's do you. It's just a flesh wound. I'll trade. They'll probably pump, but it's fine. Chimera, Soul of Spider. You can never get Strategic Betrayal against this deck. No, I can't either. I can never get Strategic Betrayal, period. Bitter Triumph. Drew that. Boom. No attacks. I don't. The only time we're seeing Hero and Villain again is later on when we get that other thing. Let's do that. Let's double block. All right. Do this. Let's do this. Surveil. Do battlefield. What do we got? We got creature, insect, artifact. You browser. You can throw that in there. Boom. Auto pay. Let's get rid of a Cavern of Souls. Boom. Let's do this. Again, guys, resilience is key here. Resilience, 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 resilience. Just gotta take those blows. Thank you for coming by, Hillbilly, 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 Hillbilly. Mabel, she's the bomb. Here, Craig Flame. We're gonna hold that. Do you there. Whoop. Draw a Crad. It's that. I'm gonna do this. Go. Driftiest Ronins, how we doing? Yeah, I gotta try Battlefield. I haven't done it yet. I haven't done Battlefield yet. But I feel like I'd like it. I played the shit out of some fucking... I played some shit out of the whatchamacallit. The early access. Chilling at the hookah lounge. Okay. Yeah, I played like probably like 20 hours of the early access. At least. Could get me here. Could get me here. Let's see. Imperial armor. Bump 5, 8. Not quite. Nice. There we go. I gotta try the full game. I played a lot of that early access. But I'm still on Ghost of Yotai, you know? I'm still Yotying it up quite a bit. I'm Yotying it up on a Yo Tuesday. And that's taken up a lot of my fucking time. I don't know. I was looking online and people were like, wow, just platted Yotai. What a good game. And I'm like, I'm in Area 3 and there's so much shit I haven't done. How the fuck are these people platting it? And they're like, oh yeah, it's just 20 hours. I'm like, bro, how fast are you playing through games? Good lord. I got other shit going on, man. I can... That's fucking... That's insane, man. That game is enormous, by the way. That game is massive. Just absolutely huge. I just really... I was shocked that people did that in fucking 48... Like, 48 hours? Like, how? That's insanity. Replaying Silksong? Yeah, I played Silksong. I don't like... I'm not going to say I don't like it. I'm going to say that it certainly is a game that is not for Me. I played a lot of Silk Song, but I get bored of Metroidvanias eventually, and the runbacks. Listen, you want to make me not play a game? If you want advice, here's Jay's advice to make me not play your game. Give me a fucking enormous runback. You give me a runback, you give me a 5-10 minute runback, you're good, man. You got me. You got me. I am never gonna play that. I'm not gonna do it. Oh, but runbacks are part of the. All right, sure they are. Sure they are, man. I appreciate that. Hey, good for you. I'm glad that they're part of whatever. Yeah. I'm not gonna do it. You lost me. That's part of it for me. Is the runbacks, man. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. That's part of the reason some of the older Souls games, I can't do them. You know, Dark Souls 1 or whatever, I play through it, but, you know, I'm never going to replay them. Like, they're amazing, but I'm just never in a million years ever going to replay some of those games because the runbacks are so atrocious. I'm sorry. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of your time. There's other shit going on. It's just, no. It's not going to happen. Sorry. It's not going to happen. It's not going to fucking happen. I'm so glad Elden Ring... Oh, but it's part of the difficulty. It's artificial difficulty. It's completely 100% artificial difficulty. There's a few runbacks in Elden Ring for some optional bosses. But for the most part, they added the Stake of Marikas that let you fucking fight bosses again and again. They let you go right back in. Maybe you got to kill a couple of enemies or whatever, but for the most part, I'm not doing it. Yeah, this is Aureus deck. I hope Simulacrum gets banned. That's my hope. That's my hope, is that Simulacrum gets banned. Yeah, I'm not, I'm 5-10 minutes of fucking fighting nonsense enemies and platforming so I can fight the boss again who's gonna fucking two-shot me. No, not gonna do it. Sorry. So yeah, Silk Song was fun. I played it. My Snow is super into it. She's enjoying it. She doesn't mind the runbacks as much, I don't think. She likes to retry bosses to try to no-hit them, to try to no-hit them. But me, you started losing me in the middle to late game. And I was very thankful for Elden Ring. And that's why Elden Ring's probably one of my favorite games of all time, if not my #1 game of all time. Is it just quality of life the shit out of an already good genre. We already had a really, really good genre in Soulsborns or Metroidvanias or whatever you want to call them. And Elden Ring asked the question, but what if we had a fucking flawless? What if the genre was absolutely fucking without peer, and we shaved every rough corner off of it and we made it perfect? And they answered that question, which was, it's really good when you do that. It's great. Go in. He's gonna do something. No, he's not. Okay. Let's put down Swarm Weaver. Okay, he's got the Reanimator or something here. I don't know. Okay, sacrifice, draw 3 cards. Okay. Alright. Judgment. Nice. I get to refill my hand with Splinter of Souls. Take action. Boom. Take action. Boom. Boom. So we're going to do that. We're going to do you. We're going to do you. Pop. There you go. Good. Oh, so this is like Ramp to Ugin or something. We were having fun when we weren't playing these fuck-ass control decks. We were doing okay for ourselves. We were doing okay for ourselves when we're not fucking playing control. I may need some artifacts destruction, clearly. Discard that, create a treasure. Yeah, he's really trying to fucking, he's trying to ramp. Trying to ramp like crazy here. Doubling season, very nice. Judgment. Boom. Marsh. Boom. Yeah, we can.
I grant you. I see no threat that I cannot manage. I must formulate. Your fate was sealed the moment this fight began.
What can he play? He can play a million things. Collector's Vault. That. Got the whole thing here. Very nice. Another Ugin. Boom, 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 boom. Draw, discard. Look at that. Lose 3 life. Lose 3 life. Let's see here. Ridiculous. Ridiculous fucking thing, man. Yeah, these types of decks are just fucking no funners, man. Absolutely insane. Just board wipes and a fucking finisher combo. Really, really unfun decks to play against. I know. I have no artifact. I can have the option of it. With Golgari, you have artifact destruction, but for whatever reason, I didn't put it in here. Let me do... I gotta do that, though. Artifact. Boom, boom, boom. Artifact. Destroy. Boom. Okay, so we have cease and desist. Exile permanent. We could always do exile permanent. We could do destroy permanent. We could always do Assassin's Trophy. Maelstrom Pulse. I do like Assassin's Trophy better, though. We could do that. Might be a little easier for us. 24 and a 2-2. Let's go for that. Hey, what's up, Unibot? We're 2 up, 2 down. Unibot. In ranked, at least. And it's mostly because we're running into fucking fuck-ass control decks that do nothing. Terra Sunder is not available anymore, Alex Ibarra, unfortunately. It's a great card, but it's not available. What's a Scooby-Doo coming after you? Gonna follow sisters. Alright, let's see what we got here. Mono white life gain, I feel like we got a decent chance against. Boom. Gain. Oh yeah, I'll trade that. Sure. Yeah, you're 1 fucking life gain card for sure. Yeah, Root Spinner. Drop you. Starting town. I don't need that. I do need that. Boom. Ajani's Pride. That. Fate Weaver. Do Molt Tender. Tender is the Molt. Push in. Boom. Okay. Shelt by Dealt. Perfect. The blocks. Boom. Demara, Soul of a Spider. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to do Assassin's Creed. Ward 2. Resolve. A2. We'll get rid of the Fate Weaver. Let's put a thingy down. Put that down. Go in. Oh, okay. Interlude Sacrificer. Alright, we dealt with one fucking thing. Like that. Boom. Boom. And that number 2. Alright, now that we know he's reanimating, we have a little bit more options here. Got a few more options here that I know he's reanimating. We'll take the 2 hit. Cool. Land, we'll choose Whiter, because it really doesn't matter. Put down that. Do this. No attacks. And turn. Bump, 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 bump. Exemplar of Light. Really got to get more stuff in the graveyard. Yeah, I didn't get enough removal for this. Boom, 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 boom. Is Avatar the Last Meat Vendor any good? I don't know. We haven't really seen too much of it, so hard to say. We haven't seen that much. Do this. I'm going to say mill a card. And then we'll do this. We need other stuff in there besides what we have right now. And turn. Yeah, we're not drawing what we need, and we're not milling correctly. Deck is just not functioning. Second Helping Hand. Should have exiled that right away, but I've been waiting to do it. He's just gonna... I'd wait to get a few more dead things in there. Yeah, if we can't... We're milling very poorly. We're not filling up the graveyard well. Not enough kill cards. Slowed down. Not enough mill. We just didn't hit a good line there. We can beat them. We beat a mono white before. We can beat the shit out of mono white. But we need to hit the right lines. We did not hit a good line there. Not a good line. Bum, 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 bum. Ops goes first. I'd like to go first on that one, especially at this slow card right here, but we'll see. Yeah, you're 100% right, Sharkmouth. You get matched up with whatever's going to be worse for you, generally speaking. It feels like that happens quite a bit. We'll drop that in the graveyard. We don't need that yet. Veil marks. Okay, so we have the Strategic Betrayal to fuck up whatever reanimation protocol that he's going to try to run here. We'll do Brood Spinner. Let's wait till his graveyard fills up a little bit more. And we'll take it from there, I think. I know he's going to try to do something here, some sort of reanimator, so we want it to really do fill up a lot more. Virtue persistence, that's fine. Boom. Soul of a Spider. Molt Tender. Boom. Got to do a little better than this. Got to get it right to the pinnacle, and then fuck it up. There we go. Perfect. That's just what we need. So we do this. Spider. Boom. Boom. And then we betray it. Get rid of that shit. Perfect. He can put down Yuna, but it's not going to do him very much good. And then I can kill Yuna. And he doesn't have anything in his graveyard to reanimate. Virtue. Very nice. Yeah, he can snipe a lot of my stuff here, but he's pissed. He really wanted that. Mill. Boom, boom, boom. And turn. No attacks. And turn. Be on the quiet. Very nice. Let's mill a card. This. Right. Hey, what's up, TK? Land, that's not what we needed there, so now we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble. I think we lost this one again, guys. Again, the board wipes, the board wipes, the board wipes. You can put that down, or you can remove it. Thought we might have had him against the Yuna here, but he came back. Oh my god, man. This dude's fucking cast 3 persistence. Esper Origins again. Yeah, no, we don't have the line. The thing about this is you'll know when you have the line. You'll know when you have a really good line on them. But if you don't have a beat on them, they're going to beat the shit out of you. Listen, this is getting to high diamond. It's not going to be fucking easy. It is not going to be easy. All right, one more before we change our whole thing. Before we change our tactic. I go first. That's good. Put that down. Meowdy. This, mill a little bit. We can put down Delicious Molt Tender in there. Okay. Esper or oh fucking hell, man. As soon as you see this card, it's you're about to be into some wild shit. Luckily, I have Strategic Betrayal again. Spider. Boom. Boom. Yeah, as soon as you see fucking this card, you know it's going to be some real ugly shit. Lumbering World Wagon. Very nice. Okay. Let's do Swarm Weaver. It's Stellaris time? Yay, Stellaris time. Basic land card, put it in. Put that in the graveyard. I don't like that he has so many fucking cards in his hand. I don't like that he's not playing anything. Beast. Okay. World Wagon again. Everyone loves Stellaris. There's a large overlap with my channel and people who like Stellaris. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you. But it seems to happen. Seed ship, view battlefield. Creature, view browser. Let's put one of them in there and grab one the other one. Nothing in the graveyard to really deal with. He's gonna have some sort of instant or something like that, and I got one too though, so it's alright. Mill 4 cards, you may put 2 creature cards from your graveyard in your hand. Okay. I don't know why he didn't wait on that. He would have been able to smell supplies a little better. A game that runs better when there's no planets. Harvester of Misery. Nothing much in the graveyard there. Volborn Tyrant's the only thing. We'll wait. See what happens. Nowhere else. Seed ship. Mill 3 cards. That wasn't it. He's got something in his hand. He's got a reaction. Probably has the Smuggler Surprise number 2. Boom. Indestructible. Kill all them. Yeah, we lost that one too. Oh, we're on a fucking losing streak here now, boys. We were doing great. Now we're on straight fucking cheeks. Now we're on straight cheeks. 5 fucking ladder losses in a row. And let me tell you, all of them have been white, black, or green. It's been Orzhov, Selesnya, Golgari, and Abzan. All 5 of them. Straight cheeks. We started out the night 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 2, and then we just went 5 in the dumper. So we're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna see what's going on here, because I think we're just getting controlled to death. Yeah, every game is some sort of fucking massive win con with huge repercussions that rip me apart and also board wipe to death. So we'll see here. I really should do more Stellaris content. Guys, do you want Stellaris? Do you want the Stellaris videos up on the second channel? Let's ask that. Do we want the Stellaris content up on the second channel so that you can rewatch it or enjoy it as a side project? Because that's optional for you. That is something that we could do. I wouldn't put them on the main channel. That's the MTG channel, but I could definitely put my Stellaris games up on the second one. Regulator. Okay, we'll put down Dremora, Soul, and Spider. Let's see how much more rip they have. Spider. Yeah, occasionally I play it on the side. I don't do it too often, but I do it. Twitching doll. I think this is all removal. The Monoist, I haven't played the Monoist again. I'm talking about the ones that I already live streamed. You would be you'd basically be seeing them. Westwood Verge. Let's do this. Okay. No attacks. Because I recorded them. I have all the old Stellaris games. In a game. Nice. I get to refresh my hand. Veil. Boom. He still has these momentum breakers. Hey, what's up, Yellow? Lil Nick, have you seen the Demir deck with Kato? I've seen a lot of Demir decks with Kato. You're going to have to be more specific. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, that's, you know, if you Stellaris, you know that the game breaks with every update, and it becomes an unplayable nightmare every update forever. Like, we know that going in, right? That's just baked into the pie. Triggers. Ooh, the Swarm Weaver. Yeah, this guy overplayed. This guy overplayed his hand here. Board wipe's about the best thing you can get, and that'll give me 2 cards into my hand. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. No, not gonna work. Hanging on your mama's porch. You told me that it'd last forever. Those were the best days of my life. I play a lot of video games on the side. I don't always want to stream all of them because streaming is a little bit of work. I'm not super, like, I know I seem very social, but I really do like my peace and quiet. Not that I don't like you guys, but I could never be one of those people that streams 8 to 10 hours a day, just constantly, whatever I'm doing. I need, like, my own time to, like, turn off my brain a little bit. But I definitely want to do some more stuff. Legion Extruder, get rid of that. Boom. Okay, so he's gonna do that. We'll put down Brood Spinner, and we have a lot of Assassin's Trophies here. I'm okay with both of those, man. I'm okay with both of those fucking cards for real, though. I might want to start doing more day streams if I get some more time. I've heard that movie is good. I like westerns. I like cowboys and gunslingers and shit. I do enjoy. Legion extruder. Do that. I would definitely stream Stellaris. You know, that's a little bit more chill as opposed to like a fighting game or something like that where I really need to focus on what I'm doing. You can slow Stellaris way down and, you know, deal with whatever's going on and not, I definitely, I think there's actually an appetite for that. I do like real-time strategies quite a bit. So, yeah, I mean, I would not be against that. I would not be against that. Let's go in for 2. Why not? Any kind of real-time strategy, I think that I can kind of slow down and take my time with. I don't think I would ever talk if I was doing a Twitch shooting situation. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I would ever be able to communicate while I was... Hey, thank you for coming, Anthony Scout. Welcome. If I was just playing like a run and gun game. Like, I couldn't stream while doing Battlefield. My brain just... Do you know what I mean? Enjoy getting the mail, Joel LeBlow, King of Crads. Mail 3 cards. Okay, we're gonna do this. He's really debating on what to do here. Not staring at me. Screaming Mimi. There we go. Now we're talking. Here comes Fat Weaver. Gonna go in with everything we got. Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Something, something, all your worries sure is to help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you gotta go where every card's a screaming me. And they're always glad you slim me. That doesn't make any sense. Boom. You wanna be where the people scream. All the screaming memes. Going in. Why doesn't he pump? Boom. My turn. Cavern of Souls. Go in. Down to 3. We'll put down Cavern of Souls for Spider. Hold that. Flame and Effigy. Boom. Yeah, Robin Black. Hey, what's up, Raphael? Hi, Tholiday. Robin Black. I don't know what to do with Robin Black. I am trying to put together with one of my friends. We are trying to put together a D&D game. This is something that we are trying to make work. I don't know how well it'll work. I don't know how much it'll work, but we are trying to make it work. Go in for 3 here. Got him. So we are trying to get a D&D game together. I'd love to do a D&D live stream, live cast, or even something else like that. I'd love to do more projects. The problem is a matter of time. I've got basically 2 other jobs. I've got a main job that pretty much takes my J, and then I have another part-time job working for the university, which takes up a lot of my time. And then I have this. You know, I couldn't go, I really couldn't drop one of them unless I was pretty much guaranteed that this was going to be a huge smash success. So it's very hard to jump out there and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this full time, because obviously it's going to be a massive success. So it's a little tricky. It's a little tricky. I go first. But I mean, if I could, I would make this my full-time job. If something happened, I would probably do a 4-hour day stream and a 4-hour night stream, you know, and constantly. I would do it a lot. It's something to fall back on, but as of right now, I still have a lucrative day job for the most part, you know. Let's put down Demara, Soul of the Spider. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Hopefully they don't kill it, because I'd love to draw a card. Hopefully they let it go. No, they have an instant. Yep, burst lightning. If it's a heavy burn, there's not much we can do. We'll see what happens here. Probably has a Helix that he's going to Helix this out with. Either way, we're drawing cards out of his hand. One way or the other. Or he's going to load up on creatures. Probably a Helix or a removal. I think they don't want Spinner of Souls in there. Oh, Screaming Mimi. Okay, cool. Right away. Yeah, gotcha. But you will say, how's about black, pay 2 life, you pop, mill 3 cards. Okay, we do this. Alright, we're going to wait to exile that thing right there until they play what they need to play. Gray Fox. Lightning Helix, as expected. To pull a card off the top. Core stake action. Great. Fate Weaver. Fate Weaver's not bad. Fate Weaver is not bad. You coming in with Screaming? Get rid of that for you. You don't need that. Could have the protection card. Could happen. Don't think it will, but it might. You never know. Okay, get your free mana there. There you go. Perfect. Alright, fantastic. We're going to put down Fate Weaver. And then we're going to put down Spinner of Souls. We're going to swing in with Spinner. Next turn is Swarm Weaver. We'll get him out with that. We got spitters, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Death? Death. Death. Hey, what's up, Remus? How you doing? How's your brother, Romulus? Boros. He could Boros me to death right now. It's a possibility. He could hit me with just a flurry of fucking spells and beat the fuck out of me. I don't think that's going to happen. He'll take 12 damage next turn. I don't think that's going to happen, but it could. It's not impossible. Gray Fox. Goodbye, corpses. You don't exist at all. No more corpses. Burning down the clock right here. Timeout used. He's got no timeouts left. You would watch an RPG video? My old D&D buddies want to do it. I know that one of them is ride or die. The other two, I think, are going to be a bit challenging to get to come and get in and join in. I think they're going to be a little bit trickier to get. Lightning strike, boom. And he's out of there. Perfect. Yeah, I think that's the salt rope right there. All right, one more to lock it in. We do have a pretty good, I mean, we have a 62% win rate. Aside from that humongous dip, we're doing okay. D&D, Baldur's Gate, Pathfinder. Yeah, we could definitely get something going. I do think that it's the trick is finding the time for it. I know my brother-in-law would do it. I played with a lot of games with him. Not so much anymore now that he has fucking 80 million children, my nieces and nephews. Back in the day when he was in law school, we played fucking nonstop. We played Diablo constantly. Ooh, this is a reanimator, isn't it? Okay, he didn't put it there. But now that he's got 80 million children, it's a little more difficult. Listen, nothing wrong with his 80 million children. My nieces and nephews, I love them to death, but there's still a million children. And also then he passed the bar and he's got a fucking lawyer job now, which takes up a lot of his time. But, you know, how long ago did this happen? Jeez. Yeah. Well. Let's do no attacks. Humongous dip. Look, gee. I know this is Reanimator. I can just tell. I can just tell. He's gonna kill that Spinner of Souls, which is fine. Okay. Both Diablos are very good. Yeah, all Diablos are beautiful. I think I gotta push here, guys. Diablo 3 was good. Diablo 3 got a bad rap. I actually like 3 more than 4. I got tired of 4 pretty quick. Something about 4 is I like 2. I really did like 3. Listen, 3 got better with time. Cravo, the Mind Bitten. He's just bringing him back as a bat? It's not really that interesting. Cravo, what is his name? K-R-A-V-O. 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 And Cravo was his name. Oh. And Cravo was his name. Oh. Okay. Destroy that. Scry. Immortal I couldn't get into. That was too... The 50,000 currencies, the 50,000 gem currencies that they had going on there, they lost me, man. They lost me. They lost me with that one. Uh-oh. He's got the thing. There's Cravo. Cravo was his name-o. Uh-oh. I think we're dead here. Molt Tender, Starship Brood Seed. Sacrifice, search your library for a spider hero. I don't have a spider hero. Yeah, so he can pull off fucking Bringer. Surveil. And I've got no replenish cards either. Almost got him, but he fucking pulled the exact thing he needed to get the goddamn Cravo off. Attacks and turn. Steam Core Scholar. Yeah, I mean the remaster smooths out a lot some of the edges, but the remaster does smooth out a couple of edges. 7 or more cards in your graveyard. They get to make a Master of the Deep there. Legendary Octopus. No blocks. I'll take the 3. Damara, Soul of the Spider. That. Surveil. We don't want either of those. Hey, look, it gave me another fucking mana on top of the ones that I didn't want. Okay, I feel like if I crack Swarm Weaver, I'll be okay. Diablo 3 was your first Diablo and you were 8? Wow. You must be a youngin'. block. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's block that with that. Let's block this with this. We'll take the rest. See what he does. Bravo again. Had a feeling that was going to happen. Mill 3 cards. Draw. Diablo 3 was 2012. Good lord. I didn't play it right away. I played it because I wasn't interested. Once they dropped their Crusader, I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, we're getting into it. This dude's fucking burning through his deck here. Boom, boom. He's really going to do the Cravo thing over and over and over again. Forever. Forever. Enters tapped. We'll enter it tapped there. Enters tapped. Enters lobby. We'll do this. Do no attacks. We'll say end turn. Do you have any new tips for a player stuck in plat? Figure out a deck that you feel like you play well. Figure out what color you like and go from there. Because you've got to, if you're not playing something that you're going to enjoy and do a good job at, I think you're going to not have a good time. I think that's pretty much that. Learn the game. Yeah, you're going to get better the more you play. You're going to learn better lines. You're going to learn better. Don't get frustrated. It's all right. Ranked really doesn't matter. Really not that big of a deal. There's certain decks that if they hit the correct amount of cards, they're basically functionally unbeatable. So don't feel like you're, like a failure of some kind if you're not ranking up more. You're fine. You're 100% okay. So yeah, I don't worry about it. Just keep playing, learn the game, you'll get better at it. If you feel like you're not having fun, take a break. Because that's what'll kill you in the end, is being miserable about it. Good game. You got Cravo to Cravo to Cravo to Cravo. I got him down to 6, but that wasn't fast enough, so. Yeah, Plat, there's a reason we call it Plat Hell. It's a fucking nightmare in there. There's a reason that we call it plat hell. It's where shit starts to get serious. You know? One more, guys. One more, and then we're gonna cut it off. I think I made my point. I mean, we're at a 60% win rate. We're okay. So last one. Last one here. Lifelong learner. Diamond 1. I go first, a little slow, but that's okay. Yeah, focus on a deck. Focus on a color you like. You know, that's the main thing. You have something that you really enjoy, because play that. If you have a deck that you really like and you really enjoy, play that one. Misty Donaldo said I'd have taken off by now. Real, bro. Real. I get you. You're having a great time with my mono black Sephiroth deck. I'm good with it. I just think the amount of matchups is so huge I can start to get better. Yeah. I mean, that's going to happen. That's going to be the nature of the beast, is you're going to get complicated. You're going to get very complicated matchups, and they're not always going to be to your favor, so, you know. Let's do this. Let's say Assassin's Trophy. Who's getting it? Let's do Twitching Doll. Boom. Fate Weaver. No attacks. And turn. We gotta let him build up a little bit here. Build boost. Okay. That's gonna suck. There we go. That's what we were looking for. We were looking for that, guys. We wanted him to get that out of there. Okay. Believe it or not, I was waiting for him to play that. I know that seems counterintuitive, but that's what we wanted. Yes. Hit. Word 2. Paying. Go. That's what we wanted to pay off for. Resolve. Do that. 1 mana crystal. Do this. Boom. Gain. Let's go in. Down to 28. Shell by dealt. Nice. Hopefully that's his only shell. That's his only creature. Spider. Boom. Yeah, we're getting a little resilient here. Alaya. Surveil. No, we will take that though. Black, do Swarm Weaver. Gain a lot of life here. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, there we go. All right. Nice. All right, overall, guys, I think we got some meat on the bones here. Finishing off with 60% win rate. This is not terrible. We took a little bit of a dip at one point. Oop, I messed up my mouse. We took a little bit of a dip of a 1-point hit in Control Alley, but I mean, holding our own here and ranking up in Diamond 3, it's not nothing for Dark Spider. So, you know, a couple of these new combination plays do really good. Fate Weaver and Ramera actually really giving us a good card advantage, especially in the destruction meta where everyone is being destroyed. You know, you do get a couple of good lineup hits right there. So, good Death Touch. Overall, I'm happy with it as an evolution of what we've previously done. So, hope you like this one. Hey, what's up, Brony man? Yeah, I like straight up the middle decks. I'm a bit of an old-fashioned player, where you play a deck not to combo off 50,000 times. You play a deck because you want to play some cool cards. I don't know. Again, I'm an old-fashioned player. I don't go for. Occasionally I play a whatchamacallit. I play you know, a really complicated, intricate, combo thing, but not frequently. Whoops! Why did that open up? Yeah, turn that off. Oh. Clicking the wrong things, guys. That was me again. Boom. All right. Don't worry, it's not over. We're not quite done yet. Got a little bit of gaming left of us. Hey, what's up, Ryzen Facts? How many wild cards, even with Battle Pass? So I have a I don't know if y'all know, I do have an econ. You'll get about 40 to 50 packs a month if you just play the game. It takes a little bit to build there, but what you're doing by buying gold or gems or whatever, by buying gems and getting there, you're basically buying time. Okay, you're making less time go by to get to where you want to go. Totally different game. Yeah, interrupts, regeneration. Yeah, swamp walk, fear. So yeah, you are going to you are going to eventually get a collection up, and it is worth buying the introductory pack. That's not a bad one, and if you do line yourself up correctly, you can basically get a free mastery pass a month. I don't pay for the mastery pass. As you can see, I have 2,000 gems right here. And I'm going to get like about 2,000 gems for opening this mastery pass. So I only need 3,400. So to get 3,400, I'm going to use last month's draft token. And I'm going to try to do good on the draft. If I can get, if I go to the premier draft, let's say I do Duskmorn, and I get 4 wins on draft. That's it. I've bought the mastery pass for next month. And that gives me gems and another thing. So you can... Once you get good enough at the game, you can kind of line yourself up to do that over and over again, which is extremely useful for the most part. So there are ways to just kind of get advantage on what you're doing. You know, you don't have to invest too much. We know what the good cards are. You know, we know what you can kind of safely invest your wilds in, but you will eventually get there. I know it feels like you want everything right away. You just want to unlock the whole game, but it goes a little slower than that. So don't stress too much about that. You'll be all right. Let me pull up the economy video for you in case you want to know how more of it works, where to spend your money, and all that. Let's do this. There. For any new people, there's the economy video. Duskmorn really was. On retrospect, I know people shit on Duskmourn when it came out because they thought the aesthetic was dumb, but Duskmourn really was a cool set. It really was enjoyable. Managed to squeak out 2 wins. First time I haven't gotten 0-3, I think. You haven't done very many of them. Yeah, you'll get better. You'll learn what the good... Here's the thing. You need to know what the good cards are. You can't just grab stuff. You can't just grab random shit and just go, I don't know, it'll happen. You kind of have to know what the useful cards are for the most part. You need to have a little bit of a strategy and a little bit of an idea of where you're headed with it. Otherwise, it doesn't really do a lot for you, you know? So, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Cactuar saddle. Oh, is my touch not working anymore? Strange. Strange. Bum, 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 bum. Oops. Sorry, I'm just checking something on my mic. There we go. There we go. Cardioid. How do I sound now? A little better, a little worse, a little smoother, a little coother. Five by 5. Okay, I don't know what was going on with my microphone there. So if I want cards from only the Dragon collection, it's better to draft that collection several times. No, if you suck at drafting, don't do that. Just buy packs. Everyone always goes, oh, draft. If you're bad at drafting, you don't know what you're doing, then don't do that. That's the best advice I can give you, is if you don't do that, because everyone is assuming that you're going to get more cards than you invest in it, but that's a raw assumption. That's a really raw assumption. So just buy packs. If you're a crack drafter and you're hitting 4 or 5 wins every draft, yeah, sure, I'd recommend it. If you're whiffing, then don't worry about it. Don't do that. Yeah. I'm one of Mr. Buy packs. I tell you to buy packs. I know everyone else goes, no, it's not worth it because of whatever. I think just buy packs. I think that's perfectly fine to do that. There's a modicum of advantage to there's a huge push that people say, no, the only way is drafting. Just like the people that tell you the only real magic is fucking best of 3. If you're not good at it, don't do it. Do what you're good at. If you're not good at that, don't do that. So, you know. Yeah, if you're getting smoked, dude, cut that out. I know everyone always tells you that advice, and it's not good advice for new players. Because buying, if you're not winning, it's worthless. It's no good. They're assuming that you're going to win 3 or something, and that's not feasible. You got to figure buying. You get 3 packs from drafting, right? You get three bites at the apple. That's 3,000 gems. Okay, that's it's 300 gold. If you want to draft, you want to buy a draft token, it's way more. If you're good, again, people who are cracked can keep the ball rolling forever. Yeah, they don't care. But they always tell new people, well, technically the most whatever, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, dude, they're not good yet. They don't know what the cards are. They don't know how to draft, you know, so people steal you wrong. So you're spending 10,000 and yeah, it's worth it if you're going to win 7, you know, with the gems or whatever, or however many it is. It's worth it if you win. It's worth it if you win that many or 3. If you're throwing good money after bad, because you're going to get 3 packs from the draft, 2 from this, and technically you get 5 from that, so you'd get 10. So you'd get 10 for 10 if you get 3 wins. If you don't get 3 wins, it is not worth it. You've broke even at 3 wins, and you're building your collection. You've broke even. If you're not able to go 3 for 3 yet, don't do it. That's the thing, because that's just 10 packs right there, plus a golden pack. So really, you should be able to get 11 packs to make it worth it, because you're getting a golden one and you're filling your wild wheel, which they don't talk about either. So it is a much better advantage in the other way to do it. So yeah. Anyways, just watch the video if you're curious. It really does help explain things, I think, because I'm just going over the same points. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's get to it, guys. Let's do it. Okay. Shakedown breakdown time. Let me turn off the music here. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, Ryzen. Ryan's in. You didn't do anything wrong. You know, you still built. It's not the worst thing, man. It's not the worst thing. It's you still built your collection, but there's a more optimal way for you to do it. So we can do that going forward. We're fine. 2 more likes until 40. Can we get there? I don't know. Can some of the people here that haven't liked yet, can they push tenderly that button? Can they do it? We'll see. Let's go. All right. Shakedown breakdown time. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. There we go. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Dark Spider. Believe it or not, there were some viable spider decks even before we hit the Spider-Man / Omen Path set. Golgari being one of the strongest, especially in the heavy removal meta. We have a lot of tricks to do here. Really, really powerful stuff. Grinding me up in Diamond right now. Almost Diamond 2 with this one. Really good. I do recommend it, especially if you do want to get a powerful spider deck. This is the one for you. So we're going to break this one down right here. Really fun. Golgari Delirium Spiders. Before we get down into it, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for our live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places you can catch us go live. We'd love to see you there. Check out our Discord community for our latest news, information, post your decks, ask questions. It's all there in Discord. We even have all the premiere cards for the new upcoming sets premiered on there. Share your decks with us. Check out, of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, go right down there to AetherHub and you will be able to find it. So yeah, if you're interested in this, and of course, hit that bell, turn on notifications, join Notification Squad. The reason you want to do that is I'm doing a giveaway of Spider-Man packs right now. If this video hits 150 likes and you leave a comment, some of the people, I'm going to randomly choose people in the comments that left a comment, to get mailed physical Spider-Man packs out to them. So keep that in mind. So now let's get down into it. What are some of the new stuff, some of the old stuff, and what can we make tighten up right here? Fate Weaver I actually really like. 1 green, 1/1 reach Death Touch Spider right here. I always like early Death Touchers. We can sacrifice it for a Spider Hero, which we don't really have any. We do have a Spider Hero on the sideboard, which I didn't get to really use that much. However, it is good to block. It is great, a little card here to block and kill some things with reach and Death Touch. And the self-sacrifice actually lets you get a new card out if you have Spinner of Souls. This is actually really why I like it. Because Spinner of Souls, whenever a creature dies, you reveal the top cards of your library until you get a creature card, put that card in your hand. So if you want a better card, if Fate Weaver's like about to die, or it's going to be killed, or it's going to be, or they're going to do something, you can specifically get rid of it to try to go dig for another card if you have Spinner of Souls out, which is a really good combination play right there. Next, we have Molt Tender, which is Insect. We're going to be running some insects on this. 1 green, 1/1, mill a card, exile a card from your graveyard, add 1 mana of any color. This is a ramper, and it's also a miller. As I said before, Delirium is kind of a big thing in this. Delirium does help quite a bit. Delirium being, of course, as long as there are 4 or more different card types. So that's land, sorcery, instant, whatever you have it, creature. Card types are going to be what the variety is going to be right there. So helping get stuff into the graveyard is actually super useful, and it does help ramp as time goes on because you can exile a card from your graveyard and add 1 mana of any color. So those are going to be our green drops right there. For removal packages, I think we're going to keep it pretty stock steady. I did try to run it without Assassin's Trophy. It didn't work that good. I know that Assassin's Trophy does help ramp a little bit, but man, destroying a target permanent if we're giving them a mana, it can be so key, man. Any permanent at instant speed, I think, is worth it for Golgari, especially with artifacts and enchantments being what they are right now, man. You can really stymie someone's combination plays right there if you do good with the Assassin's Trophy. I'm also going to go Strategic Betrayal to exile those graveyards. You're going to have to do that with a Karevo decks or the Cravo decks that reanimate the bat, the Demon Bat. Those are really important to get rid of exile for anti-meta, and I think Bitter Triumph. Bitter Triumph, I don't ever really need to play that 3 life because, again, getting specific cards into the graveyard does activate our Delirium. So we are not averse to chucking a card away to make sure that we can get the combinations that we need for a little bit of Bitter Triumph there. So that's going to be our removal package. Again, I know people aren't keen on Assassin's Trophy. It's worth it. It's worked for me.
So, other stuff. We're going to start off with this one. This is a new one that actually quite helps, that helps the deck quite a bit. One of the biggest things here is there's a heavy control and removal meta. A lot of stuff dies, okay? A lot of people are discarding, a lot of people are board wiping, exiling. As many cards as we can have in our hand is going to be a huge advantage. This card being basically for us 1 green and 1 2/2 human performer, and when Dramera, the soul of the spider, I think it's Mary Jane Watson, by the way. Whenever a spider you control enters, you draw a card only once a turn. Super, super useful. Getting those extra cards out every single turn, anytime that we were playing a spider, getting an extra card every turn, and then you combine that again with Spinner of Souls. When if something dies, you get another creature into your hand. You can steady keep creatures in your hand and constantly keep the flow of pressure onto the board. It's really key. I know it seems like a small thing, but man, I couldn't tell you how many times it came in clutch. And let me tell you a good combination play with it too. Brood Spinner. Look at that googly-eyed crazy guy like that. That is a goof. I know he's supposed to be scary, but those Google eyes just make him look goofy as shit. 1 green and 1 black, 2/3. Whenever this creature enters, surveil 2. Surveilling is super good because you look at the top 2 cards and put any number of them in the graveyard and the rest in the top. Again, this one helps with the Delirium hit. Very, very fun stuff for Delirium. And when we combine Dramera with Brood Spinner, we get to choose 2 cards, pick one we want, and then we'll draw it. So we basically get to hand select the next 2 cards, or we can choose the first, the second, or neither of them, chuck them away, and then draw a card on top of that. You have a really, really good draw right there where you're almost always getting what you want when you surveil and grab. It's super good. So playing Brood Spinner after Dramera is a nice combo. We also have Twitching Doll. This is another spider. It's a spider toy, artifact creature, 1 green, 1 2/2. Add 1 mana of any color. You put a nest counter, and then as this nests more and more and more, this horrible little cat toy is actually made out of living spiders. You sacrifice this creature, create a 2/2 green spider creature token for each nest counter on this creature. For each counter period on it. Activate only as a sorcery. So in a pinch on your turn, it will explode into a bunch of spiders, which is really horrible. But they are really googly-eyed spiders, which is fun because they got them goofy eyes on them. So that's nice. So again, another ramp card and another card that will slowly build, give you that extra mana, and then explode into a bigger spider swarm if you're looking at it right there. I also like Siege Ship Brood Tender. We have another insect here that's very useful. An insect citizen, 1 green and 1 black. This is from EOE. Yeah, believe it or not, we got some insects. Whenever it enters, mill 3 cards. Again, helps with Delirium. Then, of course, you can pay 1 green, 1 black, and 3. Sacrifice this creature. Return target creature, spacecraft card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. The fun thing about that is in the late game, you actually don't need to tap for this, so you can do it right away. With the amount of ramp that we have, you could actually play this and immediately cast it, sacrifice, and bring something back if you had the ramp, which with between Molt Tender and Twitching Doll, turn 5 you could actually do it. Immediately bring something back from your graveyard by casting this and then doing it again. You only need 7 mana to do that, which is expensive, but it is a cool trick. I do like milling to hit the Delirium. I do like the insect because we do get bonuses on insects later on, and the ability to bring back anything later as a sorcery is super good against the removal meta when they're getting rid of everything. You've heard me talk about Spinner of Souls. Honestly, this is one of the best green cards that I think is underrated in my opinion. Especially, I know I'm beating this over the head. The removal meta. Everybody kills everything. Nobody wants you to have any creatures on the board at all. They want to smash them immediately. As soon as they see a creature, they say destroy, destroy, destroy. Wipe, 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 wipe. The advantage of the Spinner of Souls right here, which frankly is such good replenishment. 1 green and 2 4/3 spider spirit reach, not bad. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you reveal cards from the top till you get a creature card. Anytime this happens, so if you have 5 creatures on the board and somebody board wipes you, you're going to get 5 more creatures in your hand. It will always replace whatever you lost aside from itself. So if you have 5 creatures, you're going to get 5 creatures into your hand. A lot of people can't deal with that level of replenishment, especially on top of Dramera, Spinner of Souls, and the Reanimator. You're going to keep the pressure up on the board of these creatures. The more they kill, the more they just keep coming back. It's very, very, very useful. let alone if you get 2 of them out. Now, all of a sudden, if you have 2 of these out on the board, they start killing creatures one by one. Guess what? You're replacing 2 for each one that they knock out. So you're really getting an advantage there, and they're going to be spending all their mana, all their cash to try to knock you down, and you're going to keep building back up. Again, when you're swarming out as well with like Swarm Weaver, it is super advantageous. This is the thing that drives it all together, is the Swarm Weaver here. 1 green, 1 black, and 2/3. When Swarm Weaver enters, create 2 1/1 black and green insect tokens with flying delirium. As long as there are 4 or more card types among your graveyard, insects and spiders you control get +1/+1 and have death touch. Fantastic stuff right there. Really, again, this is the delirium, because you're pumping up all insects and spiders and giving everybody death touch. You're getting a super advantageous hit right here. You also generate 2 1/1 tokens on top of this. So you're getting 3 creatures for 4 mana, which is insanely good. This is a Scarecrow. It's an artifact. To hit the delirium, you're going to need a sorceries, instants, artifacts, creatures, and lands in your graveyard, and you need at least 4 of them. And then all of a sudden, you have a massive swarm of creatures. You have all of these flying death touch creatures. You can then crack open Twitching Doll and create all the spiders there. You also have the Brood Spinner, which I forgot to talk about this. You can sacrifice this for 1 green, 1 black, and 4 in the late game, or if you're ramping even earlier. You sacrifice the creature. You create a number of 1/1 black and green insect creature tokens with flying, the same ones that Swarm Weaver makes. Brood Spinner does this to the number of type of cards in your graveyard. So if you at least have the 4 out, Delirium 4 out right there, you're going to crack this open for 4 1/1 flying insect creature tokens with Swarm Weaver. They're 2/2 death touches. It starts just swarming them out. It starts absolutely just being overwhelmingly powerful. And again, the more they knock down, the more you're replenishing. You're just going to eat them alive with the swarm. And that's the goal right there. 3 black, 5 green. I don't know why it ended up that way. It should be a little bit even more even than that. Blooming Marsh, of course. 1 Restless Cottage for the Manlands. Underground Mortuary for the Surveil is not a bad idea either. The Verge is going to be good. 2 Caverns of Souls, just choose spider or insect. Multiversal Passage and Starting Town as we go. That is what we're looking at right there for Dark Spider. Yes, very good stuff. We look at the stats right here. 28 creatures, 15 spiders with a little splish splash of insects and a little bit of everything else right there. 5 instants, 3 sorceries, 8 artifacts, 24 lands altogether. Kind of too many lands. I think we might have too many, but I do want to make sure that I hit those drops on a 2.2 average. We'll be okay. You could put roam removal. You could shove more spiders in there if you wanted to. You could cut a land and maybe and put a little bit more. But yeah, again, there's a little bit more green than black, but you still do need the black because the removal is key. Now, for the other options that we have here for your sideboard options, again, different removal is fine. For Nowhere to Run is good. Cease and Desist is great for cracking open artifacts and enchantment or exiling. Good anti-meta card right there. House of Grows Hungry is good, another good anti-meta. Terran Tusk, I didn't want to put Terran Tusk right away. +1 across the board to spiders is good, but it doesn't hit insects as well. It's not bad. We have a lot of 2-drops, so I just really couldn't find a spot for him, but he's there. Grow Extra Arms is a green instant that will give somebody +4/+4 if they're a spider for 1 green, which is not bad. Rouse the Swarm is not terrible. 1 green and 4 for another uncommon. You get a 2/1 green spider creature token, then one life for each spider you control. That's actually pretty decent. And then spiders you control get +1 and can't be blocked by creatures with Defender. Not bad if you swarm them out right there. The last card that I really was considering, and I think that is actually a good ad right here, is Skvix the Augmenter, aka Black Suit Spider-Man. That'll be 1 black. We don't have any blue in this deck, so it's 1 black and 2. It's 2/4. It's a legendary spider. It's a legendary spider symbiote hero, which actually you'll be able to find it with the Fate Weaver if you want. You can actually go find it. And the fun thing about this is if it deals combat damage to a player, you look at that many cards off the top of your library, put 1 of them in your hand and the rest in your graveyard. You can exile this creature from your graveyard to put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains this creature's other abilities. You activate only as a sorcery. So you can reattach the symbiote to somebody else from the graveyard, potentially right there. It is a good card draw advantage. I don't think it's arguably better than Spinner of Souls, although you could split the difference. If you wanted to do one or the other, you certainly could. So that is what we're looking at right there. Again, you could have fun with this, but I do think Golgari Spider's got legs. Allow me that small pun. Leave a comment. Let's get into it, guys. Here we go. All right, folks. Hey, what's up, Snow? How you doing? I'm glad you're home. Hey, look, we got to 40 likes, everyone. Awesome. We're going to cut it right there, folks. We are going to cut it right there. I'm going to give you a link to our previous video if you haven't liked it yet. I know, it's very relaxing. I like to have a nice, calming... That was purposeful on my channel, Ryzen. I want to have a... you know, there's a lot of gaming channels that go, "What's up, guys? Here's some explosion," and they like are real high energy. I wanted you to listen and have a very relaxed, enjoyable time listening to me. So, yeah, that's on purpose. I am trying to make a chill environment, so to speak. So, I did not. Those hype gaming channels just bothered me, and I didn't want to make one of those. So, that's on purpose. I'm glad you like it, Ryzen. All right. And I am going to send you off on your way now, folks. We'll see you later. We're going to send you to... we'll send you to Mana Man. I think he's still going, man. He's having a good time. Adios, everyone. Good night. Farewell. I appreciate y'all for coming. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to do all the things that we need to do. And we are out of here, folks, tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good night.